Mullen, in my opinion, should have rolled with younger guys and see what he had. You saw, granted, there were injuries against South Carolina at the receiver position, but you saw Marcus Burke and what he was able to do. He made a lot of good plays. And I think that was about the only game where he got some serious production. First drive went 50 yards down the field. Burke also came into the Georgia game late. I don't think he had a catch. But guys like him, Austin Barber, who was the guy played a little bit, both guys from Trinity Christian and Jacksonville. And, see what you have for next year. Don't make the game a waste. And, just because of what Florida – the expectations it had coming into the year and almost beating Alabama and thinking that was the team you had, and then before the wheels fell off. So I think you need to play a lot of young guys and reap the benefit of the bowl game if you're Florida, whoever they play and wherever that is. Probably be an ACC team that's 6-6. Let me see the ACC teams that are 6-6 right now, who Florida could potentially be playing. Boston College, Syracuse, if they win, I don't think they will today. North Carolina, that would be an interesting matchup, Florida, North Carolina. Virginia Tech, if they win, and then Virginia also. Those teams are at 6-5, 5-6, potentially go 6-6. So we'll see how that goes. Bowl games come out next week because that's the time the college football playoff comes out, Sunday next week at noon. As there should be a lot of shakeup for the ranking Sunday. But yeah, I thought Florida played a lot. I thought Florida played a lot better than I thought they were going to today. Again, if you missed the show from the beginning, this is the Gators Final Report at the Voice of College Football. Make sure we check out all the channels at the Voice of College Football, whether it's the Gator channel after they beat Georgia Tech, whether it be Oklahoma, Florida State. They have coverage of the Florida State game on their side, the SEC channel, and so on and so forth. Make sure you check it out. Check out all the content all week, and today specifically with post-game shows. And Mark Rogers obviously always has this post-game show that lasts 2 to 3 hours every Saturday night, starting around 10:30. But this week, or coming in today, Mullen got let go Sunday. I didn't think Florida was going to pull the trigger on mid-season, not because people don't understand that Mullen was the only play caller on offense that called plays for Florida. Not saying what's right or wrong, but I didn't think Florida was going to pull that trigger because, who are you going to go with? Billy Gonzalez? I didn't know who they were going to go with. But, they said he was going to be let go after the FSU game. Mullen said, I'll walk. I don't have any issue with that. Neither did the administration or Mullen. So he leaves a week early. And then it comes out Sunday that Florida was a 10-point favorite against FSU. And I thought Vegas was outside of their mind. Ironically, it was a 10-point game late in the game. And then everything that happened Monday, Emory Jones was supposed to be the starter coming into this week. And then he gets hurt with apparently what was an ankle injury. Now, again, Florida, nobody from Florida staff released it. Nobody said anything about it. It was all from the media and rumors that were speculating that it happened, or they said they heard it. And Anthony Richardson was the expected starter. Then Emory Jones starts. Richardson comes in third play. I think he rolled his ankle. It was a 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 2. And then he gets hurt, so then he has to go to the sideline. And then Emory Jones plays the rest of the first half, doesn't play well. The last 3 drives in the first half all ended in an interception. The last one was in the end zone, which Whittemore was wide open, and then the DB trailed and made a play once Emory Jones saw that, he was open just too little too late. But that'll probably be, the bowl game. You still have the bowl game. Emory Jones will probably play the bowl game. I don't know how many opt-outs you would have. Probably, if I had to assume, be Elam and Carter. I mean, there's not a lot of guys that are projected to go high on like last year's team. before they played Oklahoma. So, that's a prime opportunity for a lot of young guys to play. But it was definitely a roller coaster season, all things considered. Florida finishes 6-6. They'll end in a bowl game, whether it be, it'll be in the state of Florida. Don't know where or who they'll be playing. Probably an ACC team at 6-6, right along with Florida. But you saw glimpses. You saw what the future can look like with Anthony Richardson. That's a positive. Granted, everybody wishes that he played more, but he should be the guy going forward. I don't have any dispute about that. Emory Jones, his time is probably up at Florida. It's sad to say, but you wait all these years and sit behind 18, 19, 20 behind Kyle Trask and sit behind Felipe Franks. And you wait your turn, you get your turn, and then you don't play. But football is like any business, and it's all about production and what you do on the field. And I don't know if Emory Jones lost his gamesmanship or if he just if he sat so long and thought things too much, when he's reading plays, or if he's a perfectionist, whatever it is, that you can't play SEC football like that. If you look at all the counterparts in the SEC, I mean, I don't think JT Daniels would be like that. I know that sets him against the quarterback, but he doesn't play like that. And even LSU with Max Johnson, Calzada at A&M, Bryce Young, especially at Alabama. You can't play the quarterback position like that in the SEC with the best talent. So Anthony Richardson will be the guy. If he stays, hopefully, Florida faithful. Boy, if Anthony Richardson were to leave Florida, everybody talks about what if with the laptop with Cam Newton. Everybody talks about the what if, had Jeff Driscoll been, developed right at Florida. That doesn't really get talked about as much, though. And then Will Grier, when he tested positive for PEDs, and what that could have been like. Because remember, Florida had just beaten Ole Miss, and when Ole Miss came to the swamp as a top 5 team, and then it happened, and then Will Grier left Florida, never came back. Hopefully, for Florida, Anthony Richardson, that does not happen. I mean, how embarrassing would it be? Someone in your own backyard in Gainesville from Eastside High School to leave not only the state, but your own city, your own zip code. And, I mean, who's not to say that? I mean, wouldn't you guys think that every single team in college football, probably not named Alabama, would probably go after Anthony Richardson? I mean, think about it. He can start at LSU right away. He can start at FSU right away. He can start at Miami right away. I mean, I don't know if you want to go in the quarterback room with Georgia with Carson Beck, Bob Vandergriff. JT Daniels probably leaves at the end of this year. But, I mean, those are 4 and 5 star guys that have been in the system. Yeah, that would be embarrassing for Florida if Anthony Richardson leaves Florida and then goes all the way to, a team that Florida would play every year and, running up numbers like Cam Newton did at Auburn or what Will Grier did at West Virginia. As I see you guys are still checking in. We're about 20 minutes in. If you guys missed any of the show, make sure you are subscribing and liking the channel at the SEC and the Florida Gator football channel at the Voice of College Football for Mark Rogers, and all of the other shows and channels on this YouTube channel. As you guys tell me what you thought about today's game. Is it what you expected? I definitely didn't expect Florida to come out with a victory. I thought Florida would. I didn't know where Florida's mind was at. If you go off the last couple of weeks, the wheels fell off after the Florida Georgia game. I heard one person, Matt Hayes, talked about, and he's somebody that's well-sourced national college football writer, and covered Steve Spurrier and Urban Meyer when he was both at Florida. He said that after the Florida Georgia game, there was a players meeting, and players pushed back against Dan Mullen. Dan Mullen stormed out. I think he said he broke the podium. I don't know if that was. I think that's what he said. And you think after that, the week after was the South Carolina debacle, and then you get rid of both Hevesy and Todd Grantham, and then the Sanford debacle where you give up 42 points in the first half, 52 total, and then the Missouri game last week. Florida played well against Missouri, but didn't score enough, and then it goes to overtime. Missouri comes out on top. So I thought Florida was going to have that same mindset, but I think the seniors kind of collectively came together because Florida has a very heavy upperclassmen team. Not only fourth-year seniors, but your fifth-year seniors and then your COVID seniors that have been part of the program for 6 years, like guys like Rick Wells. He's one of your sixth-year seniors. Not Damian Pierce. I keep saying his name. Malik Davis, who's been in the program since 2017, since Jim McElwain's last season